celebration that we're going to talk about. Let's give it up for Ryan Oyer, our wonderful busker, one more time. He's giving you some entertainment while we get settled. All right. That was the fastest 1 minute you could ever imagine. Welcome, everybody. My name is Tim Morgan. I'm the Chief Sports Officer of Chattanooga Tourism Company, and we are here today to commemorate the 10th anniversary of two powerful brands meshing together, one being our phenomenal destination, and the other being the brand of the MDOT, IRONMAN. I'm going to kick it off, though, with a short story, if that's okay. And the story actually begins 2 years prior to my arrival in Chattanooga. I had met with IRONMAN up in the Lake Norman area, just north of the city of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we were trying to figure out how to make a 70.3 work across multiple jurisdictions, different community partners, and we learned a lot from that experience. And what we learned, not everybody wanted to play nice in the sandbox. So that was actually a big learning curve, which would lead to 2 years later coming in and taking over the sports position here in Chattanooga. When I came in for my interview, I saw a compact metropolitan destination with water that ran through it. We had the infrastructure to actually make this IRONMAN brand work. So it was a target on the list, but I didn't realize it would come so quick. I want to recognize a gentleman that got this IRONMAN journey going for us. A gentleman by the name of Dale Reitman. He is an IRONMAN athlete. Please stand up, Dale. Give him a round of applause. Dale got this IRONMAN journey going for us because 6 months into the job, he sends me an email and says, I hear IRONMAN is looking for a southeastern destination to expand their footprint. Why are we not in the mix? My reply to him, sorry, Barry, that's a damn good question. And I immediately made a phone call to Steve McFessel, who I met 2 years ago. And we got the ball rolling to figure out whether or not we could cross the T's, dot the I's, get all the community partners aligned, and then go after this brand that we knew was already a powerful brand. After this weekend, 21 different IRONMAN events over 10 years is an amazing feat for this community. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce Mr. Barry White, President and CEO of Chattanooga Tourism Company.
Shrink this way down. That's the volume will go down. The enthusiasm may not be Tim Morgan's enthusiasm, but it's a pleasure to be here, and what a great day to talk about this event. I do want to thank Tim, especially for taking the idea and making it happen here in Chattanooga, and the entire sports team who's here, and our staff team. So would you all please wave your hands, Cassidy, Brian? We're going to give you everybody else. Fantastic. You know, there are a lot of moving parts that make these events happen, more than I could even ever imagine or try to explain. But I'd like to begin with recognizing and thanking IRONMAN for their confidence and faith in us to host these events. It's a true partnership, and I think we have a very strong relationship with IRONMAN, which is critical to what we do every day in making sure that these events take place. Without that partnership, we would not have been here for 10 years. We want to keep growing and improving that and have them for at least another 10 years. So that's the objective. Several others in here who have helped get this to the 10-year level is, first of all, McKee Foods was a sponsor for 9 years. They stood strong and were always supportive and part of it. We're excited to have the First Horizon is kind of moving into that slot, and Jay Dale is here the local representative. No, Ironman's done a regional package with First Horizon, but we're thrilled to have it here and look forward to working with you all. American Bicycle Group, Peter and his team always here and appreciate what they've done. The City of Chattanooga, Hamilton County, Walker County, I don't even know where to begin in saying what they do from their public safety, things that there are things going on weeks and weeks and weeks leading up to these events that make them possible in keeping everybody safe and putting on a good event. I also have our board of directors here, and I just want to maybe a show of hands from the Chattanooga Tourism Co. board of directors, if you would, please. Thank you. They are tremendous support. Johnny O'Brien, great relationship with Ironman and has been on their foundation, but love that insight also, so thank you, Johnny. Volunteers, I think on average about 1,200. You will correct me if I'm wrong, Tim, right? 1,200? Brian will, okay. Around 1,200 per event maybe, which is tremendous. And as a result, the economic impact, we always throw out an economic impact number, but over the 10-year period, those events at 21 that we hosted generated more than $200 million in economic impact to this region. So that's a tremendous impact, and the people, and what I love about Ironman is you know when they are in town. You see them running and cycling, warming up, bike racks on the cars, bikes being loaded, unloaded at the airport. It's just a tremendous visible event for us. But it's really more than just the economic impact, it's also social impact. You know, we're known for natural resources, we're known for climbing and hiking and biking and other things that are linked to a healthy lifestyle. And I think I hear more stories of individuals who have been involved or even just come down to watch an Ironman event, and they end up saying, if that person, if they can do that, if those people can do that, I can do that. And then they start training, and then they participate. I think McKee Foods had 50 employees who participated one year. And it probably would not have happened if they weren't a sponsor, for one, but if they saw it and they believed in it. So I think Chattanooga is a better place because of Ironman. I think Chattanooga is a healthier place because of Ironman. So I'd like to ask a representative from Hamilton County, Corey Guerin, who's the deputy mayor, to come up and say a few words, and then Jermaine Freeman, chief of staff from the city of Chattanooga, to say a few words as well.
Thanks, Barry. I want to start by saying thank you to Barry and his team. The operation in Chattanooga Tourism just does an amazing job year-round, but especially, I would say, with Ironman. As someone with a background in professional sports, I recognize the value that the sports industry can bring to a community, not only in the message that it sends about what is possible on a very human level, but about the way it brings a community together. I think that's what's so special about Ironman and the City of Chattanooga's partnership and Hamilton County's partnership with this operation, this organization, this event. I personally have a very special place in my heart for Ironman. I recently moved back. Like I mentioned, I'd been in a previous career that required me to be kind of around the country, married a girl from across the U.S. She's a West Coaster. And we moved back here, and the weekend we moved back was Ironman weekend, unbeknownst to me. I didn't know it was going to be Ironman weekend, but we moved back. And I wanted to take her around town and allow her to experience Chattanooga kind of for the first time as young parents. And obviously Ironman weekend brings a ton of energy and vibrance into our downtown. But I think it also highlights so many of our best qualities. An activated downtown, as Jermaine, my friend from the city, will tell you, is a great downtown. When the energy is there, people are out in restaurants, out lining the streets, cheering on family and friends that are competing, engaged in an outdoor athletic event that I think just connects so authentically to our community. it really is Chattanooga at its best. And for me, it was a moment of real pride to be able to see our community through, my wife's eyes for the first time as a place that not only cares about engaging the outdoors, being civically involved, but shows up. And I think that's one of the great things about both Hamilton County, City of Chattanooga, and Ironman. You don't compete in Ironman if you're not showing up every day. It's part of the beauty of sport, doing things at a high level. Anyone who's competed in Ironman, I think, would tell you the amount of time and energy that goes into preparing for something like that. And I think that speaks very appropriately to our community, to Chattanooga tourism, City of Chattanooga, and the people that show up in Chattanooga every day doing the hard work to make this a great place to live and a great place to host an event like Ironman. So I want to say thank you to Ironman, thank you to Chattanooga Tourism, thank you to all of you, especially to the people competing in Ironman who put in the hard work to make it such a special event for the people who come out and pursue excellence. And I'm very thankful for that. And I get to pass along to my good friend Jermaine Freeman, who pursues excellence every day at the City of Chattanooga. Thank you.
Good morning. So my name is Jermaine Freeman. I'm Chief of Staff to Chattanooga Mayor Tim Kelly. And so first off, I want to thank Barry and Tim and the team from Chattanooga Tourism. I want to thank Deputy Mayor Corey Deeren from Hamilton County, along with McKee Foods and First Horizon for their support. And I want to just sort of say on a personal note, the first Ironman event that I sort of attended as a spectator was a few years ago. And I remember getting up super duper early in the morning to watch the swim. And I went to Coolidge Park and then walked over to Renaissance Park. And I just saw all of these people jumping in the water at the same time at the crack of dawn. And I said, this is nuts. But it was an amazing thing to see. It was an amazing thing to behold. And it was amazing. It really dawned on me how much of a treasure this is for the Chattanooga community. And so I want to thank you all for being here today as we celebrate a truly remarkable milestone, the 10th anniversary of Ironman Chattanooga. It's an honor to stand before you on behalf of the City of Chattanooga and Mayor Tim Kelly to recognize this event, which, as Corey said, has become a source of pride for our entire community. I'd like to start by sort of echoing Barry's comments. I want to extend my sincere thanks to the athletes and volunteers, the sponsors, and everyone involved in making Ironman Chattanooga a tremendous success year after year after year. Without your dedication and enthusiasm, this event would not have the impact that it does. For the past decade, Ironman Chattanooga has brought some significant benefits to our city, as Barry described. Each year, this race injects millions of dollars into our local economy, filling hotels, restaurants, and businesses with visitors from around the world. But beyond the economic boost, this event has become a cornerstone of our community. Ironman Chattanooga has brought people together, fostering a sense of camaraderie among the volunteers, residents, and athletes alike. We are incredibly proud of the way our local businesses and organizations have embraced this event, and we thank them for their continued support. Local residents feel a tremendous sense of both pride and admiration when we see the world's greatest athletes cycling and running through our neighborhoods and swimming in the majestic Tennessee River that many of us have grown up seeing. And looking back over the past 10 years, it's clear to see how far we've come. What started as a bold vision to bring an event of this caliber to our city has now become one of the most anticipated events on our annual calendar. So thank you, Tim, for all of your hard work in making that happen. From course enhancements to growing numbers of participants, volunteers, and spectators each year, Ironman Chattanooga has evolved, adapting to feedback from athletes and improving the experience for everyone involved. We've also seen the race become more diverse, with participants from all walks of life showcasing Chattanooga's welcoming spirit. And so Chattanooga, the scenic city, has always been known for its breathtaking natural beauty, and Ironman Chattanooga has helped elevate our city on a national and international stage. With our beautiful riverfront, scenic routes, and a community that welcomes visitors with open arms, Chattanooga is now recognized as a premier destination for athletes and outdoor enthusiasts alike. And as Barry mentioned, the presence of these athletes and outdoor enthusiasts motivates and inspires us locals to take a few more steps each day, to add to that step count, to walk up a couple of extra flights of steps, to drink a little bit more water, maybe cut back on one less hamburger. And so we appreciate all of the inspiration that we get from Ironman athletes. One of Mayor Kelly's cornerstones of the One Chattanooga plan, which is his vision for our community, is closing gaps in public health. And so when people are inspired by the accomplishments and the feats of the greatest athletes in the world, they are inspired to take actions that can impact their public health, which is an incredible benefit for our city. So we are proud that Ironman Chattanooga has played such a significant role in showcasing our city to the world and reinforcing our identity as a leader in both sports and tourism. Thank you for being a great partner and collaborator with our city, and I want to wish you a wonderful race this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you both for saying some very phenomenal words, gentlemen. We couldn't do it without y'all, so we greatly appreciate everything that y'all do. And there's a common theme here, and I kind of touched on it in the beginning story that I told. We couldn't figure out how to play nice in the sandbox and work as one team in Charlotte. That's the differentiator with this community. We know how to come together as one team. We know how to develop creative solutions to the challenges that we face, and we do it together. And so it is my distinct honor to introduce Mr. Brian Myrick, our race director for Ironman Chattanooga. Him and I have been doing this for the last 10 years, and I think we are the only two that have been in the game this long. Is that right or wrong?
It's been a long 10 years.
Been a long 10 years with me. I know, I appreciate that. Come on up, Brian.
Thanks, Tim. Brian Myrick, race director with Ironman. I'm honored to be here in front of you guys. On behalf of our entire staff, which we've got a handful here, thank you. It's been a heck of a run here in Chattanooga, but I gotta be honest, my version of getting here is a little different than Tim. I joke, I'm here because of a lie. Tim called me 11 years ago and said, we've got to figure it out. Oh, this is gonna be good. I'll never forget standing on the banks of the Tennessee River. It was now our swim start. Got driven up there, this whole entourage, multiple former mayors, and we got this. Standing there with the public works directors and all these folks. And where are we getting in? Right there. So there's no start, Tim, it's 50 feet. We had no idea what we were doing. It was clear that we had the right people in place. I'll never forget Justin Holland, former public works administrator, telling me, we got you, Brian. We will figure this out. Here we are 10 years later, and it is clear that we've got it figured out. You know, I think in front of you, you've got some more accolades over the years. Chattanooga is continually rated one of the best races in the world. And so I think it just proves what we've done here has worked. And it's been because of our partnerships and the people in the community. So again, Tim came from another market, I came from another market where city and county wouldn't stand in the same room together. So I'd run from a city building on one side of the street across the street to the county building. I'll never forget our now sheriff, Austin Garrett. We sat in the room together and I said, there's Georgia folks over here. It's Georgia State Police, and then we got Tennessee State Patrol. Are we going to get in trouble? No, it works. And so again, from those early days, it's been an incredible run. You know, I look at our partnerships. I look around this room. I've got Brooke back there, a former volunteer director. We've got Dale, an athlete. We've got Buck, an incredible volunteer captain of ours. I mean, I've leveraged a lot of people in this room to help us over the years. And so it's been a heck of a run. We look forward to many more. We're looking forward to a fantastic race weekend. We've got this little storm that's trying to throw some curveballs our way, but we're going to work through it. We're going to welcome around 2,000 athletes this year. Barry, to your volunteer count, we've got 2,100 volunteers lined up this year, which is more than we've ever had. So we're looking forward to an incredible weekend. We can't do it without your support. We can't do it without the city of Chattanooga. I'm honored to call Chattanooga home.
I don't know if it was a lie, but he's not wrong about the story. We may have gotten that. Our vision may have been a little larger than what we could have pulled off in reality. But you know, the funny thing, you should have ended the story with, it wasn't Justin that saved the day. It was actually a boat captain from the Southern Belle that went through some invasive vegetation and found a little tributary going into the river, and he said, "This looks a lot better than what you were selling them on, Tim." Brian, thank you for everything you've done, especially in 2017 when we were the first destination in the world to do a 70.3 in May, a 70.3 women's championship on a Saturday in September, and then on Sunday turn around and do a 70.3 men's world championship, and then 2 weeks later do a full distance Ironman. We almost didn't come out of that alive. And we also had a lot of our emergency management personnel say, if you do this to us again, we're running both of you guys out of town. So we haven't quite done that yet, but maybe we may be looking at something for the future. Who knows what the future holds? Who knows what the future holds? When we have an opportunity to commemorate and celebrate a partnership of this magnitude, we really wanted to integrate a little bit of the essence of our culture and our arts community into this particular 10th anniversary, and we had done that. So with that being said, please watch the screens and allow me to play a short little clip for you.
I'm so excited. It's time for another Culture, Heritage, and Arts Spotlight.
With a sports takeover. IRONMAN Chattanooga is back for its 10th year, and it's going to be one fun celebration.
This CHA Spotlight features Ironman 2024 and a local sculptor collaboration.
In looking at a lot of the previous medals, I didn't see a depiction of all three athletes competing on one medal. It's mentioned, there's the mile markers, it's inferred, but I wanted to see a physical representation because as a sculptor, I deal with the physical.
Chattanooga is the perfect environment for outdoor adventure. But what really sets the stage for Ironman success is our people.
I want to concentrate and bring forward people that aren't in the forefront a lot when we think about Chattanooga. And I decided to create a feather, which is sacred actually to the Yochi people who were here prior to the Cherokee. The second group of people that I wanted to honor was those from the Black diaspora. When you look at the medal, there's a blues note that's in the medal in itself to represent the people of the African diaspora.
This is a CHA Spotlight only at visitchattanooga.com.
So it is a distinct honor to introduce you to the renowned local artisan. Did I say that right? I probably didn't say that right. Artiste. Mr. Isaac Duncan III. Please come up here and tell him about your creation, my friend.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. I would also like to thank Rachel, Donna L., Hannah, Kristen, City of Chattanooga. This was definitely an honor for me to do. When we started this project 6 months ago, and I was asked to think about creating a piece through a local competition, I was like, this is something I think I can do. But when I was trying to figure out what to do, I had to do some research. I looked at all the previous medals that we've had, and I was like, okay, this is nice, this is nice. And I saw a lot of reoccurring themes. But for us, and for me being the first sculptor, first artist of Chattanooga to do a local medal, I wanted to make sure it's special. So of course, I looked into our history, the people that are here, that have been here. I looked at putting the Hunter Museum on the piece, because again, we're celebrating the arts, and the arts as part of the community, a part of our culture. Looking at the athletes and putting them on the forefront. I'm a former athlete during my high school years, so I know what it is to put the grind in. I do it every day in a different way. I do it in sculpting. So instead of and literally I'm grinding every day. Also, just to be one of the first, Chattanooga has a lot of firsts, and I'm really proud to be, again, one of the artists to share my talent, share my love. When we talk about community, when we talk about the Chattanooga way, when we talk about inviting people in and having people take the first shot, I always think of Chattanooga. So thank you, and I'm happy to be here, happy to be part of the first, and a lot of people is going to get one of these. Thank you.
Isaac, over 2,100 athletes are going to get one of those. And it's a phenomenal piece. Everyone in this room is an extension of our team because everyone plays a role in some form or fashion. So we just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for attending. Thank you for your support. And as of right now, this concludes this wonderful event. Thank you for coming. And please feel free to join us Sunday for IRONMAN Chattanooga. This is going to be an exciting full day of people crossing the